The weekly Rocket Report. Special edition. Rocket is, well, he's not quite 18 years old. 18 years and 9 months old. He'll be 18 years and 9 months old on Sunday. So we're 2 days away from that technically because that's the 15th. So yeah, he's getting up there. How is he doing? He's doing pretty well. I mean, he has his moments. Mrs. Gippy thinks his moments are more frequent than they are, but we've got different opinions on how he's doing. I think he's doing fine. And I think it's mainly because she doesn't see the same stuff that I'm seeing, I guess. And I think it's because of our perception of what's going on. He's old. Yes, he's old. But when I look at him, when he's sleeping, it makes me smile. When he's walking around wagging his tail or wiggling his tail, it makes me smile. Even though I know he's farting when he's doing it, it still makes me smile. And what's even more funny is he'll be walking down the hallway and he'll be in front of you and you hear a little puff sound and it's like, oh yeah, he's farting again. And he starts wagging his tail. It's hilarious. You can't tell me that he's not doing well when he's doing that kind of stuff. He's basically ripping jokes on us all the time. So he's fine. I mean, he's old and he's got issues, but he's fine. When his tongue is out, it's fun. It is. Anytime his tongue is out, that means he's having fun. He can't still drink legally in all states in the USA. No, not yet. Well, it depends on how you look at it. If you're looking at human years, no, he can't. He can't drink in most places. There's not too many places left in the United States that allow you to drink when you're 18. But we're not that far away from Mexico, and the legal drinking age in Mexico is 18. So it's not a problem. But he can vote. Keep that in mind. He can drink in Mexico and he can vote in the United States. Is he registered? I won't say. He could be. He may not be. He could be. Puerto Rico drinking age is 18, so see, no problem. So we just have to make a little plane trip that's way too far to go get some beer where they speak Spanish when we're basically 45 minutes away. Well, not even 45 minutes away, probably 30 minutes away from same thing here in Southern California. A little bit easier to get to. A little bit more convenient. And slightly different dialect of Spanish, so that I'm more familiar with. So we'll stay here for now. If Rocket wants to go get drunk, we'll take him down to TJ. So that's how that works. Let's come to Europe or something. We might be able to drink here. He should be able to. Drinking age in Europe in most places is well under 18, isn't it? It's like 16 or something in most places, which is hilarious. The drinking age in Europe is lower than the age to drive, and then the United States has got that flipped. Right? Because I'm not super familiar with the age to how old do you have to be. How old do you have to be in Europe to get a driving license? I don't know. Here in the United States, it's only 16. And you get a permit at 15 and a half. So, and Hobo's back. Welcome back, Hobo. Save those sixes for later. But anyway, Rocket Report. Like I said, Rocket's, he's doing okay, I think. I mean, he's up and moving around right now, barking at nothing because Mrs. Gimpy left to go run some errands, and hopefully she'll be back within 2 hours, but fingers crossed. You can just drink no matter what your age. That's awfully racist of you to say. Girls coming from Poland, who are, infamous for their drinking as well. I used to work with a guy from Poland. He could drink anybody underneath the table that I knew. I worked with alcoholics, and he wasn't one of them. That was the scary part. So, but anyway, Europe has drinking age set to 18. Oh, they changed it. Okay. Some is 16. So it's a variant. Okay, no big deal. Anyway, we're talking about Rocket, not about getting drunk. Yes, Polish never drink whatsoever. I said Rocket. Notable stuff this week. I think it was Tuesday. We spent Rocket spent the afternoon on the porch. It's a nice, beautiful, not sunny day, kind of overcast, but really low temp. It was below 70 Fahrenheit. So we just sat out on the porch, put a little pad down for him to lay on the porch and in the shade so he can get some sleep in. Was it Tuesday or was it Monday? It had to have been Tuesday, because I think it was Monday that I didn't get any real sleep because I ended up taking a nap on the porch with Rocket. So, but I was on a bench. I wasn't down on the ground with him. So, but he was kind of next to me. So anyway, we did that on Tuesday. Um, right now, like I said, he's barking his head off because I left the front door open so that he can get a nice cool breeze coming in, have the sunlight in his face if he wants it. So he's taking advantage of barking at the door. So in Bavaria, beer is deemed as a daily sustenance comparable to bread, so anybody can drink it. Was he given enough pets this week? I think so. I think I upped my rating on Rocket Lift by at least a half a star, maybe a quarter star. But I think I really worked it hard this week, so I think he's happy. He's been happy with my service. And then was it last? It was last night. This is okay. So for those who don't know, Mickey and Rocket, they're Papillons, and Mickey of course isn't here anymore. But Mickey was the lap dog. The Papillons are supposed to be lap dogs. Period. That's their thing. They are companion lap dogs. Mickey always the lap dog his entire life. Rocket not so much. Rocket has always been he will sit next to you, or he'll if you sit down on the couch or a chair, he'll come up and he'll lay on the side of you. He won't sit in your lap. He just didn't want to do it. Mickey, you don't even have to ask. He's in your lap as you're sitting down. But Rocket, you'd have to pick him up. You put him down next to you. He's happy. But if you try to put him on your lap or your legs or something like that, nah, he wants nothing to do with it. However, when Mickey passed away 2 years ago, I started working on turning Rocket into a lap dog, and it's worked. And last night was the epitome of the training, because he actually fell asleep while he was in my lap last night, and that was the first time he's ever done that. And because normally it's, I've managed to get him from not wanting to be in my lap from the very start to actually spending up to 15, 20 minutes laying in my lap and, being happy. But last night I actually got him to stay in my lap, and he actually slept in my lap for about 30 minutes or so last night, which was huge. It's a huge progression there. Or what is it? What's the actual word? Not a turning point. Shit. The word's not coming to me. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. And where are the pics? Unfortunately, someone was in the other room sitting in front of her computer with her phone, and I didn't have access to my tablet, so I didn't get any pictures, because Mrs. Gimpy, we need to take a picture or video of this. And she goes, what? I go, Rocket's in my lap. She goes, yeah. And I go, he's sleeping. She goes, yeah. And she didn't do it. Crucial moment, milestone. Milestone is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Hurricane, the non-native speaker of English who got the word faster than I did. But anyway, thank you, Hurricane. So yeah, Mrs. Gimpy she was fascinated with something on her computer. I don't know what she was doing, so we missed it. Because I didn't realize he was sleeping for quite a while. Because again, I've gotten him to the point where he'll stay like 10, 15 minutes in my lap, and he just lays there. And he might be licking my arm or something like that, but usually he just lays there and I just pet him and that's it. And, after about 10, 15 minutes, he wants to get up and he goes down. But last night is just like, he just basically went limp in my lap type deal. And I went, oh crap, what's wrong here? And then next thing I know here, he's snoring in my lap. So, and that's when I crawled for Mrs. Gimpy, and, she couldn't be bothered. So that was the high point of the week, was last night. So, I mean, other than sleeping, taking a nap on the porch with him on Tuesday, that was pretty much it for the week, for the most part. Nothing else really special, as far as I can remember. His sleeping habits are getting really weird. Some nights he's like perfect. He'll just get his medication about 10, 11 o'clock at night. An hour later, he's out for hours. And then other nights, same thing, but instead of going unconscious, he's up for hours, doing laps around the house. And there's no predicting what he's going to do that night. And hopefully, tonight's my night, and he hasn't slept all morning. So that's a good sign, maybe. It's just the question of him, is he going to stay awake all day, or is he going to start sleeping? And if he does, how long is he going to sleep? And is he going to stay asleep tonight, is the real question. Because again, it's my turn to babysit him. So fingers crossed that he sleeps most of the night. I mean, he doesn't need to sleep all night, but sleeping for about 4 or 5 hours would be nice, because that way I get some sleep too. So But anyway, other than that, what else? I think that's it for him this week. I mean, there's other than I plan to be him that he's going to probably be bugging us during the actual stream because, like I said, he's barking right now. Maybe I should go shut the front door. Although, if he's having fun barking, if he's barking at the front door, it means he's not barking at me, and I don't think you guys can hear him, so that's a plus. He doesn't usually bark. That's the funny part. Normally, when Mrs. Gimpy goes on her little adventures and she's gone, he walks around the house and he whines and stuff looking for her, but he's not really looking for her anywhere else. He's like at the front door barking, which is unusual. Do I care if it bugs the neighbors? No, there's nobody here this time of day. So I don't really care. So, I think once we're done here, we get the game loaded up and stuff. We'll go. I'll check on him to make sure everything's fine. But it sounds he's barking pretty healthily. Got a really nice bark going. So, but you don't hear him do too much. So, but anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Don't really have anything more to go or talk about. He's, like I said, I think he's doing pretty well for his age. He's active. He wags his tail when he's happy. He wags his tail when he farts, and that's always a good sign. He snores, of course. He's got the path down from the living room to our bedroom pretty clean now. He doesn't bump off a walls going down the hallway when he's got a little mission to wake up Mrs. Gimpy in the middle of the night. He knows how to do that. No, he's doing pretty well. He's a little troublemaker, that's for sure. He is definitely a troublemaker. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we have a new picture. I don't know how far into it. How far away is it, though? It's not anything special. It's just, I think, it's not from Tuesday. It's it's like from yesterday morning or the day before. Yeah, there's that photo album. Thank you, Rucros, for that. Yeah, scroll down to the very bottom for the newest picture, which should be coming up here in the slideshow fairly soon. We're getting more and more pictures to add to the slideshow. Because that one's not too new. There's a little burrito. He likes being a burrito. At least when I make him into a burrito. Not so much when Mrs. Gimpy does it. Not sure why. I don't know how she drives him off differently than I do, but somehow she does and he doesn't like it. But when I do it, he loves it, and it's just so weird. So, dun, dun, dun. There's Rocket again. Should be coming up. I think. Did I mix these up? That's not the picture I'm thinking of. That's actually that's at least a month ago, if not longer. Another burrito. He's a burrito quite often. Although not so much this week, actually. He didn't get many baths this week for some reason. Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened. Oh, probably because we had a little bit of rain. No, that usually makes it worse. I don't know. No tongue visible equals 1 star. Oh, for the new picture? Yeah, it was, he didn't have his tongue out. Because I think he had just fallen asleep at that point for that picture. That should be almost here. Yeah, I think he had just fallen asleep, so his tongue wasn't quite out. Because I think it came out a little bit later. And I just didn't take another picture with it because Mrs. Gimpy wanted her phone back. She's so demanding about her phone that she never uses. Still the pink paw? Yeah, the pink paws. Rocket and his little pink paws. That's where he's looking for Scout. No, he's not. That was raining that day. That was from last week, I think. That one's from that one's from last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was. That one's fairly new. Oh, should be coming up in the pictures. Nope, that's the one where the cushion fell on his head. That's him sleeping on Mrs. Gimpy's foot. That one's from like last week. And that's just sleeping on the cushions with the pink feet. And that's the front door. That's okay. So actually, the foot one from Mrs. Gimpy, that was 2 weeks ago because that one's last week. That's the one from this week. That's that was actually at nighttime. Based on that light, that was actually at night. So anyway, so there's a new stuff there. Okay, so let's get started and go from there. Oh, look, everybody's favorite video. Everybody's favorite one. It's not Mrs. Mickey chewing on a lamb bone. He loved that thing so much. And you may be asking, why isn't Rocket in this video have a video of him chewing on his lamb bone? Because he did have one. It's because Rocket took his underneath our bed. He got his and he disappeared. He did not want to lose it. And he dragged it underneath our bed. And that was fun getting out. Because he did not want to give that thing up. Mickey, he doesn't care. He knows he's going to get it. So, anyway, we should get started.